Hi, I'm Tesolin. Sometimes when you're working difficult grained woods, a hand plane can cause some tear out that needs attention. A card scraper is the answer to those spot cleanups, and it saves you from resorting to a power sander that takes a long time to remove surface defects like tear out. Preparing a card scraper is fairly simple if you follow some basic steps. The first step is to joint the edge with a file to make sure that it's flat and true. You can do this freehand, or you can use a jig like the Veritas joiner edger. Once the edge is straight, hone the edge on a coarse stone. Around 1,000 grit should do the trick. You can stop once all the filing marks are gone. Now hone the sides adjacent to the edge. I find using a wood block and some high friction tape works well for this. Once the sides are honed, put the card scraper into a vise and run a burnisher perpendicular to the edge. This step mushrooms the steel, preparing it for the hook. Finally, we apply the hook by holding the burnisher around 50 degrees and at about 45 degrees back, and in one motion slide the burnisher across the length of the scraper. Run your fingernail across the edge. If you've got a good hook, it should lightly scrape your nail. Now it's time to see how we did. Gently bend the card scraper in the middle and tilt it forward slightly and run it across the wood. You may have to adjust the angle at which you hold the scraper in order to get shavings. And remember, the goal here is shavings, not dust. If you get dust, chances are the hook isn't well established and you may have to try again. Preparing scrapers requires some finesse and practice to get right. But just like a bicycle, once you learn how, you won't soon forget. It's always gratifying to get such great performance out of such an inexpensive tool.